Good morning, everybody. This is Frances Castanedice, President of the Houston East End Chamber of Commerce, and it's an honor to welcome you to our Feel Good Friday Holiday Cheer with the Chamber. It's an honor to welcome some of our board members and staff members to join us today. I hear myself in the background. Sorry about that. But first, I want to introduce everybody. Talia, we'll take this little screen off. And hello, everybody. Thank you guys for joining us.
Hi, everybody.
So let me each of you introduce yourself and just tell us who you are and what you do. We'll start with you, Talia.
Hi, everyone. I'm Talia Cavazos. I work with the Chamber. I'm the one that does all the graphics, social media, all the behind the scenes of all the webinars. That's me.
And look at her pretty decorations behind her.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
And Gilda, you go next. You're on mute.
Good morning, everyone.
You're on mute. Sorry. Okay.
I don't know. Am I off mute now?
Yes.
Uh-oh, I hear a big echo. Is everybody hearing that?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but go ahead.
Yeah. Well, thank you all for the opportunity to join you all during these wonderful festive times. Although we are all remote, it's still great to see everybody's faces, and I'm really excited to be with you this morning. I'm Gilda Ramirez with the Port of Houston Authority. I'm the Senior Director for Small Business and Maritime Education. So thank you again.
Yay. And then we're going to have Jenny go next.
Hi, I'm Jenny Justice Newmeyer, and I work with the Chamber behind the scenes and kind of just support operationally. I've been working with the Chamber for about 3 years now, so it's been a great journey, and I'm excited to have another holiday season.
And is that a real tree, Jenny, behind you?
Yes.
It's beautiful, beautiful.
Thank you.
And then last but not least, we have the world famous Becky Chen. Hi, Becky.
Which world are you living in, Frances?
This one.
The East End world.
It's a joy to be here. I love seeing all the trees and the decorations in everybody's homes. And so it's an honor for me to be here. My name is Becky Chen. I am the operator of the Chick-fil-A on 45 and Wayside Drive in the East End. I've been a member of the Chamber since I came to the East End back in 2012. And so, yeah, I'm thrilled to be here.
Wow, it's so great to have you ladies. And so we thought we'd change it up a bit for those who are watching us. Every Friday during COVID, we've had Feel Good Fridays to talk about the great things that are happening in the East End. And during this December month, we thought, let's just change it up a bit and show some cheer. And when I asked Gilda to join us, she had this great idea. It's like the gifts of COVID. What did we learn? What positive things came out of COVID? And so right now we're just gonna have a conversation about what those gifts are. And I'll start. One of the gifts that I found out is that I needed to start taking better care of my health and exercise a little bit more. And so I've been incorporating that, 3 times a week. I always put it off. I said tomorrow, next day, afternoon, and it never happened. And now there's no more excuses. COVID has taught me that I have to really take better care of my health so that I can be there for my family, my friends, my coworkers, and everybody else. So anybody wants to go next?
Yeah, I will go next. Kind of dovetailing a little bit on what you just said. I felt the same way. You get into your middle ages and you know the holidays are coming, and you know that gigantic pecan pie is going to be on the table because you just finished one in Thanksgiving. But in the fall, I actually had the COVID virus, the coronavirus this fall, and so coming out of it, I realized that I need to take better care of myself as well, and so. I actually started working out with Camp Gladiator by invitation of a friend. And I do it 3 times a week as well, just like you work out, Frances. And it's a 5:30 class, which I'm not a morning person, but I found that I've gotten more things done. I'm just not a morning person. I never have. And so trying to work out after work never worked for me. And so this forcing me to go in the morning starts my day sooner. I get things going sooner. And so that's been really a great thing that's come out of the coronavirus, the pandemic.
Yeah, I'm not a morning person whatsoever, but It's 5:30 in the morning, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and it makes me feel good when I do it. And then I miss it now. It's weird. That's not like me because I don't really like exercise.
No, no, that's not how I feel. It still worked for me.
Jenny, you want to go next?
Oh, so it's kind of funny because I told my husband, I was like, I need some positive things that'll come out of COVID. I've been with the moms with having kids at home. And so even though it's been a little stressful time, we were talking about it. And one of the things is appreciation for teachers. I think we take it for granted, all of the people in our lives and that make up our lives, whether it be teachers or even coworkers, appreciating the times that we do get together and do get to just chit chat and, laugh and have conversations. So I think I have grown in my appreciation for just the people in my life that I didn't realize I should appreciate. Oh, look at the kitty. And I did get to homeschool my daughter. And so that's been kind of fun to see her grow scholastically. So even though that's not really a tribute to me, more the curriculum that she's on. So I think it's just growing in appreciation and being more thankful and being more aware to be thankful. I'm not going to get on that workout program until after the holidays.
Go girl.
I'm with you, Jenny.
Gilda, you go next.
Okay, so it was my idea to kind of talk about this, and I didn't get anything ready. So off the cuff, I do want to share with everybody that there have been lots of blessings for us. I too am a COVID survivor. So all know me, it's go big or go home. And I actually was hospitalized, and it was nice actually to be able to be in the hospital, have somebody taking care of you 24/7. I became very spoiled, pushing the little button, but it doesn't seem to work quite the same when no one's at home. And my little dog, Coco, she has really enjoyed COVID. And one of the things that we have enjoyed together is just bonding time with Coco during COVID, and all of the memes that are out there. They're so funny and so entertaining. And so I'm glad that in spite of a pandemic and all of the terrible things around us, we are able to be positive and thank God for all our blessings and for all of our friendships, our jobs. We're very, very fortunate to be in a position where we are, and I'm very thankful to have such a great job with the Port Authority, have such great friends like you all. Frances called me and she immediately, asked, well, who do you want on with you? And I was like, Becky Chen. And so I appreciate you joining us, Becky. And I will say I have been going to Chick-fil-A as usual. I just had the breakfast yesterday. So unlike you and Frances, I'm not on that health kick yet. But I do agree that it does give us an opportunity to try to incorporate better eating habits and exercise into our lifestyles. And like you, I'm 57. My staff always laughs because I always tell everybody my age. And mostly because they always ask me, how do you know that? And I'm like, I'm 57. So thank you all for including us at the Port Authority and for your friendship and the partnership that we have with the Chamber.
Beautifully said.
There are lots of healthy options at Chick-fil-A, Gilda. We've got grilled all day. So when you're ready to take the dive and turn over to the healthy side, we've got tons of options for you. So
I have to share with you that one of my employees was pregnant about a year ago, and every day we ate Chick-fil-A nuggets, so all of us gained pregnancy weight at the office, and we called her baby Nugget, and it stuck. We still call him Nugget. How's Nugget?
I think that's so sweet. Yeah, Becky, we love your Southwest chicken salad. It's the best thing ever.
Well, I'm just to continue the theme of being thankful and what COVID has done. it created a camaraderie on my team. We've had some people, like many people during the pandemic, we've had people that have experienced a lot of loss, between physical loss of loved ones from the pandemic, to loss of financial security from job loss and that sort of thing. And so we've been able to rally together as a team, as a work family, to help each other and support each other. And so that's been terrific. And God has just blessed us with the ability to keep our doors open, and to keep all of my people have stayed employed full time throughout the pandemic. Some of those things we've had to make choices to do, but God has just provided the business, and people in the community have been wonderful at just coming, even though our dining room isn't open. People have just come, and they've supported us, and they've been so grateful. Most people have been very grateful to come and enjoy the what we hope is hospitality through the drive-through. And so we're grateful that our doors are still open, people are still employed, and so yeah, those are great things that have happened to us.
So I know that one of the things that was positive, or still is positive, about having COVID is if you walk into a store, which I don't do very often, but on occasion I have to go to Chico's to return something or grab something, and they're very small boutiques. So all you have to do is say, yeah, I had COVID, and basically the store is cleared for you. So that's been really interesting. Like, I didn't even realize it until I was talking to one of the sales associates, and she said, oh, we haven't seen you. And I was like, oh, that's because I had COVID. And sure enough, everybody backed away. And same thing at my house, like no one wanted to come into my room. And so I'm so grateful for that, because now no one comes into my room anymore, because I'm like, y'all didn't want to come in when I had COVID, stay out.
I love it. I love it. Talia, you have this beautiful cat. Introduce us to your cat and tell us what your gift of COVID is.
This is Angel. It's cold, so she comes inside when she's cold. She loves to be outside. But I think big gift of COVID, well, it's not, it's a blessing for these past months. I'm over here gaining the pregnancy weight. I'm not on the health kick because I am pregnant.
Yay.
Congratulations. Cheers.
Cheers. I'm due in March next year. So it happened during this whole quarantine. So I see it as a big blessing that COVID gave us.
Well,
so
if you want to have it early, February 12th is my birthday. So that would be a really nice gift.
That's my mom's birthday too.
Basically, during quarantine, people were watching TV or doing puzzles. Talia had other things in mind.
Yeah.
Well, and she said she didn't exercise.
No. I
She said she didn't.
I was going to say, she's not big into puzzles.
So do we know if we're having a boy or a girl, or is it going to be a surprise?
A girl.
Oh,
Girl.
Yeah.
I'm my pair. I have a little boy already. He's 4 years old. So I'm going to have the little princess and prince.
That's awesome.
Excited.
Congratulations. Very happy for you. So next time we'll have to have a baby shower.
Yeah. Yeah.
So true.
Yeah.
Another, I don't know if you want to call it a gift, but we, of course, at the chamber, we all took a little pay cut, because of financing, and we just didn't know what the world of events was going to happen. But I still supported all of these small business owners that were out here in the East End, and I truly enjoyed, buying things. Like I didn't do my nails, and I don't even want to show you what they look like right now. But I haven't, I don't do my nails regularly anymore. I don't dye my hair. And if you look too closely, you may see the spray, signs of the spray. And I've only cut my hair once since January of last year. So I feel like I'm saving that money there, and I'm reinvesting it in the community. One of my favorite stores is Kismet Boutique, and I kid you not, they have the most amazing gifts there. I actually got these earrings. I don't know if you can see them.
Very pretty.
I got them there. Any other things that you guys had done differently during COVID?
I'd say for us, and for me, since we didn't have ways to have events, we had to learn different platforms, different ways to come up with money or fundraise for our chamber. And learning Zoom, editing videos, learning different platforms to work.
And you are so awesome, Talia. You like learned it all and became a perfectionist and an expert. And even other people were asking you tips on how you're doing it. So
Yes.
way to go.
Yes.
I think it's that Milby alumni blood in you.
Yeah, we had to figure out a way to do it, and Google was our best friend, Googling everything, and we figured it out. So I think that's a big positive also, that we learned from different platforms and different ways to execute things through this time.
I did participate in a meeting with another chamber, and it was really funny because this one man said, "I'm glad I'm not in school because I don't think I could pass the third grade." And it really, then I did some reading on, things to do during COVID to keep your team motivated. And, you always talk about getting a mentor, and that's great, but usually you only think about getting, someone that has experience, and usually it's an older mentor. And one of the things that I read was get a mentor that is younger than you so that they can keep you, current on all of the technology and the lingo and all of those things. So, thank you, Talia, for helping us with that. And I guess the term of the year will be "you're on mute" or "get off mute."
Right. Yes.
I love
we should
that
do a T-shirt with that on it.
Yes, the progressive commercial that does that. They're like, "Can't hear you." It's all breaking up and everything. But to Talia's point too, to kind of expand on that, I think it's been very interesting to watch so many companies pivot to a virtual platform and to take operations virtually, which is something that the chamber did, was to go 100%. Everybody work remote. And to just see so many organizations come through that, I think has been very positive. And it's kind of made everybody, which I love processes. This is my project management geek speak coming through. But just to see how so many organizations have changed their marketing, have changed their processes, and to adapt to this new norm thing. So I think that's just been, for me, that's been fun to observe and watch and actually be a part of.
Love it. Now, COVID's here. There's not a lot of traveling, people that do things during the holidays, traditional things. Is there anything that you guys have done as a tradition that you're going to continue doing this year, or maybe put it on hold for this year and wait until next year?
Francis,
Becky,
I thought we were keeping this positive. You're going to talk about your missed travel?
No. Well, yes. Are you adding? What are you doing during Christmas? Is there a holiday tradition that you'd like to share with us?
Me?
Yeah.
Anybody? Yeah.
We'll go with Becky.
So, I always look forward to my church's Christmas Eve service, and thankfully, the pandemic has held to the place where we can still continue to meet socially distanced, and so that's always a highlight of the season for me. So I'm still looking forward to that, and we still are planning towards still having that service. So that's always a big deal for me.
Did they do the candlelights?
We do. We do.
Not that many services do that anymore.
Yep, we still do it.
Do y'all do that, Francis, for like mass, a Christmas Eve mass or anything?
No, and right now we're, instead of in the church, we're in the hall. So we're, it's so different not being in there with all the saints and the wood and pews and everything else.
I know.
How about you, Talia? What are you doing? What are your traditions that you're going to continue?
We really don't have any big traditions.
What about the Santa? You had mentioned something about decorating and the Santa from your dad.
Oh, my dad. Yeah, my dad buys me Santas every year from CVS. Every year he comes and brings me a big one. Yeah, I love that. But the holidays are really different right now. Thanksgiving, it was a big difference from the last year. We weren't able to get all together in a family. So it's, I mean, we're doing what we can. So at least having cookies. I love having decorating cookies for Marco and the kids. So that's one big tradition that we have every holiday, and they look forward to decorating cookies.
Cool.
That always seems like it's going to be fun, and it's just so tedious and so much fun.
Yeah.
It's all about the kids.
Is that what it is?
One of the things that we do, my cousin and her two daughters, and usually another friend, we've not every year, but on occasion, we go to Galveston and go to the Moody Gardens exhibit. And then we ride around and look at different exhibits, just, all being in the same car. We probably won't get to do that this year, but we have been still keeping in contact and talking about, the positive things. And I think for younger people, it is a challenge. My goddaughter, Jade, she's 16, and she has the busiest social calendar. I mean, it makes me and Francis look like we don't do a thing. And, it's been really difficult for her to not have that ability to socialize. But I think they're making the best of it. And, everybody's being really positive in that particular case. Again, people are staying home more, they're cooking more, they're learning to make all different kinds of things that we didn't necessarily make before. And we're becoming also very familiar with our takeout menus as well.
Right. It's like going back old school where the takeout menus are all on the fridge.
Yeah.
One thing we like to do during the holiday season is go look at Christmas lights. So we will still do that. There's a great subdivision in the Pearland area, Green Tea.
Oh,
and
my
Green
brother
Tea
lives in that area.
has wonderful lights, and so every year we go and see those at least one time during the season. And we're like now, my mom passed last year, but my dad started liking to go look at lights, and so there's a house in his subdivision in West Houston that is probably the equivalent of like 4 or 5 home lots. And every inch of that area is full of decorations. And it's like a Santa's Wonderland type thing. It's crazy. So I love looking at Christmas lights. And so that's something we can continue doing this year.
Yeah.
That's true.
Becky, I think that's a really good point, because I will say all the beautifully decorated houses in the background, we have been on decorating outside on time for a change with Halloween and then, Thanksgiving and immediately Christmas, like the day after Thanksgiving, everything was changed out outside. So that's been really fun as well.
So true. Well, ladies, as we kind of like wrap up, this has been so much fun. I can't wait for COVID to be over so that we can all get together in person.
I need to talk about my one tradition.
Oh, then let's add it, Jenny, please.
Actually, they moved out of the East End, but you can't have Christmas without alimontones.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
So truthful. So truthful. Anybody else before we go? Awesome. Well, no, as we kind of like wrap up, we're just going to go around the table and just one more thing that we're thankful for this year, going into 2021. Cannot wait. So, Talia, let's go first.
Oh, sorry. My cat is moving my computer. She just want me to pet her. One big thing that I am grateful for, and even right now more than ever, is my parents. My parents are there helping me with my son. My mom is there with my son doing virtual school, sitting with him, arguing with him, all these emotions with him, but he's learning and she's helping him. So I think that is my biggest blessing, having my mom and my dad helping me with all this COVID craziness.
Oh, can't do it without him. Gilda, you want to go next?
I I want to also acknowledge being thankful for family. When I did have COVID, I stayed at my sister's house for a month, and I couldn't have done it without her and my niece. They really were extremely helpful. So I'm very thankful for family, for health, for friendships, and for prosperity through the new year.
I love it. Jenny, how about you?
Considering that we are not the healthiest bunch over here, I am very thankful for all of our health during all of this. I know it varies from person to person, but I am very thankful. And we did get to another, I guess, positive thing of COVID is we did stop eating out so much, which did help a little bit. We started noticing how much saltier the food was when we started eating a little bit more out. We're like, man, we haven't been eating out in so long. But now our refrigerator's starting to have takeout menus. So I think Scott was over my 3 meals that I make.
Awesome. How about you, Miss Becky? And you'll take yourself off mute.
I would say, and I don't say it enough, but I'm very thankful for my brothers this year. After my mom passed, my dad requires a lot more care. And so, I spent a lot of time caring for my mom before she passed. And my dad requires more care in his older age now. And he just turned 86 yesterday. And so my brothers have just really jumped in, especially during this pandemic time, where they've jumped in to help care for my dad along with me, knowing my business is is doing so well considering. So my brothers have been awesome. And of course, as a single, you're always glad to have friends and family that help support you. And so I'm really super thankful for my friends. I have one in particular that I'm thinking of now that even when I had the virus, she would come and bring food and drop it off at my door and that sort of thing. So I'm thankful for my, family and friends is so generic, but specifically I would say my brothers and my best friend.
I did want to add one last thing, Francis, if that's okay. Has everybody already gone?
Francis hasn't gone.
Then I'll go.
Francis.
All right, I'll go next. Aside from family and health, I am so grateful for my dog, Joy. I've been working from home, and she has been like my companion. And I kid you not, I've had a dog almost my whole life. And they said that they are stress relievers, and they know you very well. And now it's true. She does reduce so much stress. Just to see that beautiful smile, just to pet her, just takes away so many different, bad feelings or stress. And so I am so grateful for her. And I'm also grateful
when she bites into your packages.
And that's what I was going to say. And I'm grateful for all the delivery men and women out there, because I have had a couple of packages come by, and she's making sure that they're okay. So she'll just bite into it and taste it a bit. But that's what I'm grateful for.
So the one last thing that I wanted to take the opportunity to thank all our essential employees and our healthcare providers. We couldn't do it without them. We're so thankful for them and everything that they're doing and the sacrifices that they're making for everyone else. So I want to acknowledge our healthcare workers and all our essential workers. At the port, we still have about 200 employees working every day. And so I want to just put out a shout out to them, our mail carriers, our delivery people, our healthcare providers, our grocery store employees, everyone that is still having to go out and make things as comfortable as possible for the rest of us. So that's what I wanted to end with.
Beautifully said. And Becky, you're an essential worker, you and all of your staff. So thank you for all that you've done since this pandemic started. And again, I couldn't, at the chamber, I couldn't do it by myself. And I'm so grateful to Talia, to Jenny, to Diana that's not here, and to Emily that's not here, and our board and our ambassadors and everybody out there. It's truly a team effort. And I can't wait to start 2021 with all of you guys. So let's all give everybody a big wave. Goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
Holidays, everyone.
Thank you all.
And we'll see y'all next time.
Thank you. Bye, everyone. Happy holidays.